still.
Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is GO time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J was good today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday. On One Music Group presents You Gonna Know Me Live, starring J-Dub the King. Also featuring Drew, Hey La V, Marvello Hathaway, Keem Riches, and more. DJ CJ Smooth on the ones and twos with great food and unbelievable drinks. This will be a vibe you definitely want to be in the building for. And don't forget, prizes will be raffled off. This is happening live Saturday, September 20th at Coops, 8455 West Peoria Ave. $10 cover, doors open at 8 p.m. and show starts at 8:30 p.m. You want to make sure you are in the building.
J-Dub the King. You Gonna Know Me Live. Brought to you at Coops, 8455 West Peoria Avenue. Make sure you get in the building. This is going to be an awesome event. I got Marvello Hathaway, Hey La V, King Riches, Drew, and yours true. Drink specials, amazing food, a nice little vibe gonna be popping. Make sure you click the link to get your tickets, and don't meet me there, beat me there. You gon' know me.
What is good, folks? How y'all doing? What's poppin'? We live this week. We all the way live this week. A couple of weeks ago, it's been a few weeks actually.
Oh, 3 weeks. The weather and anniversaries and life and ish. Ghibli garbage.
The ish. No, you're right. The ish.
Ghibli garbage.
The ish. Man, bro. How you doing?
Man, it feels good to be back. The P does not represent my name. I just realized there was a P on my shirt, right? I haven't had this shirt for a while, and I was like, there's a P on it. I should say it represents my name, but if you read the back of the shirt, then that negates that. But we're here, man. We're here. So you know what, folks? We didn't give you our NFL predictions. We haven't talked about. I ain't talking about that.
Well, hold on. Welcome to a brand new Wednesday.
I ain't talking about that.
A brand new week.
So I'm not talking about it.
So it's already a brand new episode of PD&J What's Good Today. I'm your host, Jay.
It's a little late for that now.
It kind of is, but I just have to. We get paid for that, bro.
Forget the promo. We here. I believe there was a young scholar back in the day said, "F you, pay me. Don't sway me, but persuade me, but definitely pay me."
Why are you being so gentle with them?
No, that's actually what he said. He didn't use the vulgar language. He just said, "F you, pay me."
Well, can I be more? No. All right.
You can be whatever you want to be. That wasn't that a song?
I want to be like Mike.
You can be what you want to be.
Lord Jesus, help us. Man.
But you know what? It's
football.
Then next month,
College starts this
as
Saturday.
we get closer.
Next Thursday.
Well, college started last Saturday.
Well, kind of theoretically it did.
It started with week 0.
Dublin game.
There was more than one that game.
It was too, but that Dublin game was amazing.
I was watching preseason football, so I didn't.
Yeah,
I was watching Ravens. So
well, see, the great thing about my TV subscription, I watched it all.
I could have, but I was focused on the Ravens because I wanted to see something.
I
saw a whole lot.
So NFL starts next Thursday. Cowboys versus Philly. Now, everybody's, especially anti-Cowboys fans, are be all like, "Yeah, this is a slide game for Philly." I want to see what the Dallas defense does because they stacked up. They're still going to lose, but it's not going to be as
The
bad.
Dallas defense is stacked?
Yeah, I like the Dallas defense. They got new defensive ends. They got a couple of different corners.
They got
on there.
new defensive ends?
Yeah,
Dallas defense.
yeah, they got one new defensive end. A couple of corners.
They've had corners. They were going to cut Diggs.
I think they did cut Diggs.
Maybe they did.
I think they did.
Who just led the NFL in interceptions a couple
And
years
the
ago.
thing about it is Dallas defense wasn't a slouch to begin with. It was the offense and Dak's play that questioned me.
Dak was hurt last year, so
And that's what questions me going into this year. And not to mention, what is it? Either the second or the third string quarterback is what they're already listing as the golden boy for Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones's boy. So I
give
wouldn't.
him a Trey Lance.
No, Trey Lance is gone out of Dallas. They got a white boy that's like the third string quarterback that they just drafted. Yeah, and
You
that
lost me when you said yeah.
Trey Lance is gone. Or no, he's not. He's second string. I'm sorry. But yeah, the third string quarterback is a white boy that they drafted. And Jerry Jones is crowning him the new face of the Cowboys. I'm like, really? So I'm gonna see what that does this year.
There's only 2 quarterbacks on the team: Joe Milton and Dak Prescott.
Is it Joe Milton then? Is that the dude?
And you said he was a black dude.
No.
He's a white dude. He's a black dude.
So
But
the
that's
one
the
that I'm
one that
talking
you're
about,
thinking
they
about.
got rid of him.
No, that's the one you're thinking about. You're thinking about the guy that went to Baltimore, Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
He's
No.
the backup to Lamar.
He was just on motherfucking Dallas
Cowboys last year?
Yeah, playing. No, this year he played a preseason game for.
He did not play for Dallas at all this year in the preseason. He played for the Ravens the whole preseason.
Was it him? I saw him in the game this year. Was it the Ravens I saw him on?
You might have, because that's where
I could have swore I saw him on the Cowboys preseason game this
he was
year.
on the preseason. He was not on the preseason. He was on the Cowboys last year. He started and played.
I know he was. I know that. Yeah, that I do know. I'm actually curious to know that.
Now I'm trying to think of who you're talking about that they got that's supposed to be a star on that line. Because without Michael Parsons, they have Dante Fowler, who, if you follow certain players, you know, he was okay.
Okay, so I was wrong about Cooper Rush. It was last year that he played for the Cowboys.
I told you that.
He played this year on the Ravens against the Colts.
Right.
I knew I saw him this year. I got confused.
He didn't look
So,
good against the Colts, but the second game he looked dark.
Yeah. Okay. No, but honestly, I said this to you off record. I'll say this on record. There is one team that I'm looking out for this year, and only there's reasons why. I am honestly looking at the Bills this year. And the reason why I'm looking at the Bills is because the past 3 seasons, they've said Joe Allen is that guy, or Josh Allen is that guy, but he has never been able to get over the hump. Either it be the Bengals, the Ravens, or the Chiefs.
We never stopped them. It was been the Bengals or the Chiefs. Actually, it's been the Chiefs the whole time. It hasn't been the Bengals. The Chiefs have been the ones to stop.
Okay. Well, they haven't gotten over that hump, right?
Which nobody's really gotten over the Chiefs.
Well, here's the thing, though. You pay Josh Allen all this money, but not only do you pay him all this money, you go out and get weapons, not only on defense, but on offense as well.
So what weapons did they get on offense?
They
the ones they drafted?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with that. Like, they didn't go out and get anybody.
Yeah, they had a great draft year.
The
I give
past
them-
2 years has been pretty solid. They got
This was the best one
Keon
over the
Coleman.
past 4 years, bro.
Keon Coleman last year, who was doing great last year.
But he got
And then this
injured, too.
year, they got Daquan Jones, who I think is going to help.
Helped them a lot.
And then they signed Joey Bosa
That
and
part.
Shaq Thompson.
That part.
So and they brought back Tre'Davious White.
And I was looking at Joey Bosa. I'm like, oh, he might be better than Nick. Give him a couple of years.
Joey is the older of the brothers.
Is he? I
Yes.
thought he was the younger one.
No, I believe he's the older of the brothers, if I remember correctly, because Nick came out.
Nick has been in the league longer than Joey. So that's why I'm assuming
Joey is 30.
Okay. Nick Bosa is how old?
Ooh. 27.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know that because the Chargers drafted Joey. Nick has been with the Niners forever. He was trying to get his brother out there. If he would have went out there, that would have helped the Niners a lot, actually.
Now, also, a lot of people are talking about a sleeper team in the AFC is going to be the Steelers. I don't know where that's coming from.
Where are you getting your like? Nothing you said has been surprising.
Look,
all the
I had a Cowboys fan. I
every
had a
critic-
Cowboys fan. Tell me
every
that.
critic
Every
is going for Buffalo. They said Buffalo should win the number 1 seed
which I
because they're favored in every game.
I disagree with the past 2 years that they said that. This year, I want to see what the Bills are going to do.
I'm going to go on the record saying I'm not record. I don't have to go on record. It's known fact. Buffalo is favored in every single game this year.
Are they?
Yes, the only team in the NFL favored in every game. So according to what they're saying, they should be 17-0, right?
They won't.
Now, here's the upsetting
I would
part.
like them to go 15.
Now, here's the thing.
I would like them to
But-
go 15-2.
I hear what you're saying, and I heard what the critics saying. But look at what the coaches in panic mode because how they look this preseason, they don't look like the team that's going to go 17-0.
But they didn't play none of their starters, though. A lot of teams didn't play their starters.
But here's the thing.
And I'm against that.
It's
with
not
preseason.
all about the starters.
Let the starters play one game. Well, not even one game, one quarter. They got to get in the. I don't care. You got to get into rhythm. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. What I'm going to say to you is with that, it's fine. Certain teams, I agree with that. Cincinnati, they did that because they have to. Because look at them, how they start slow every year. Buffalo, your
Pittsburgh
coach
didn't do it.
Buffalo
Buffalo didn't do it.
Buffalo did play their Josh Allen for like a quarter.
With the twos.
No, with the ones. He played him and Cook. He came out 1 week and then the other week he
I'm
came
talking
out
about
with Cook.
Cincinnati. I'm sorry, I got it backwards. I was mad at Cincinnati because I saw one game where the ones outside of Burrow, they had the number 2 quarterback play with the ones. I'm like,
No. I tell you, here's what's telling of the Bengals now. They had Joe Burrow out there running for his life, I think, against
Seattle.
No, it was somebody that's similar. I think it was San Francisco.
In the preseason?
Yeah.
It was Seattle because they only played Seattle from the West Coast. And Joe Burrow was getting ran on.
And I was
He
like,
was
okay, so
getting
y'all spent all that money on those receivers.
He was getting ran on. Hey, Seattle in the NFC, I don't know. And that's in my conference, and I don't like that.
I'm trying to think of who.
They got rid of DK Metcalf, Geno Smith, and opened up a cap space and started getting some players. I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
They didn't play them. It was the
No.
Commanders.
Was it the
It was
Commanders?
the Commanders
Okay.
I was thinking about. Like, I knew it was. I knew it was somebody with similar uniform. Where they blew out the Commanders, but Joe Burrow was running for his life back there. Because the offensive line ain't ish. But the whole thing is they wanted to play both. He wanted them to pay both those receivers. They did it.
I'm rooting for Jaden Daniels this year, and I'm rooting for the Commanders. Me personally, I'm rooting for the Commanders. And here's the reason why. Everybody wants to sleep on Jaden Daniels as far as the year that he had last year. They're calling it a fluke year. I've seen this man. A lot of people, even on ESPN, what was his name? Motherfucking the white dude, the quarterback, Orlinsky, or Vinsky, whatever.
Orlovsky?
Orlovsky. He was talking about the Commanders aren't going to have as a successful season as what they had last year.
But it had nothing to do with the offense. It was about the defense. The defense was barely holding on last year, and they didn't really do much to upgrade.
Motherfucking Jaden Daniels is me witnessing in that firsthand at that game. That dude is a great fucking quarterback.
So you put him up there with Burrow and Allen and Jackson. You put him up there with them?
I can't because off of 1 year of what I've seen.
Okay,
As far as
that's
the
the same thing
potential,
Orlovsky's saying. That's no different than what Orlovsky's saying. He's basically saying
This
this
year
year
would-
one more year.
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I'm rooting for him this year because if he proves the critics wrong this year,
I don't think they're going to make the NFC East championship game.
you don't think so?
Nope.
Who do you think is going to
Go
be?
back and look.
Well, it's Eagles are favored to win the NFC East. We all know
It's
that,
the
right?
Eagles, and it's not just the Eagles. It's
The Giants are creeping up on that motherfucker.
That's the
too.
sleeper team to watch.
That's the sleeper
That's a
team.
strong
That
team.
really is. That really is. The Giants' defense in preseason looked amazing. Now let's see what they do in the regular season, right? But as far as the Commanders, me personally, I'm looking at it like I want to see Jaden Daniels not only prove the critics wrong, but also win the
But the whole thing
NFC
is, you keep
East.
saying critics. It's one person. Everybody else on the panel was like, "What are you talking about, Orlovsky?"
You saw that too, then. Okay. Paige, what's up to you, Paige? How you doing? The Gibby garbage spending and all that. Yeah.
Just Ghibli garbage. That's the word of the day, by the way.
Ghibli.
Ghibli garbage.
It's bullshit. That's what.
No, it's still Ghibli garbage.
Oh shit! So we're a PBS special now, huh?
No,
Okay.
I just never heard that word before I heard it today. And I was like, "What the hell? I'm gonna have to use that."
Ghibli.
Because it's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective,
I
it's a
love,
pronoun.
but see, I love nouns. I love noun words like,
I like noun.
motherfucker
I love now and never.
because motherfucker can describe a person, place, or a thing. I love nouns.
Well, tell me about that, motherfucker.
That motherfucking Johnny that owed me motherfucking $20, I called that motherfucking mama house, and that nigga motherfucking mama called me the other motherfucking day talking about Johnny ain't motherfucking here. I said, well, where the fuck is that motherfucker at? She won't say, I don't know. But when you see that motherfucker, tell him to pack his shit and get the fuck out because he owed me $300. I said, well, that motherfucker owed me $20. So I guess both of them motherfucking asses are going to be waiting for that motherfucking money.
To come back.
See, it describes a person, place, or thing. I'm just saying.
But like when it's flexible, it could be an adjective, a noun,
Give it
and
a
a
garbage.
pronoun, and a verb.
Hey, honestly, I'm gonna use that with my wife.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
I'm just gonna use it with my wife. I'm just gonna tell her, hey, shut that gibbity garbage out. I don't want to hear that gibbity garbage. Go sit down.
Next time I see you, we got a black eye. Like that was Ghibli garbage, huh?
That was some good gibbity garbage.
But you know what, y'all? About football, I like this season.
I'm looking forward to this college season. Go ahead.
That's what I was actually going to.
Okay.
I was going to college
Yeah.
because we get to see who the hell is Arch Manning.
That's what I was about to say. Arch Manning, yes.
Do we get to see is Jeremiah Stewart really that?
And
Jeremiah
Texas-
Smith. I'm sorry, Jeremiah Smith. Is
That
he really
good
that
of
dude?
a wide receiver, right? Now, here's the thing. Texas plays motherfucking Ohio State week 1.
We won. Not even like
I'm waiting for it.
that could be the championship game at the end of the year too.
I'm waiting for it, bro. I'm here for it. Saturday night football is Ohio State versus Texas. In Texas.
You know what they did? They did it perfectly. It's before the NFL season starts. So now you get to see a lot of the prospects. Two of the two best schools in the land.
Oh, man, that's going to be a great game. And I'm going for Texas. I'm rooting for Texas on that. I'm sorry. When it comes to college football, there's kind of two teams that I go against unless
They're playing each other.
yeah, right. I can't root for Alabama, and I don't like Ohio State.
So typical college fan.
Yeah. However, I do go for Ohio State over Alabama. Let's just be real, right? But honestly, college football outside of ASU, I'm a Notre Dame fan.
You know what?
I like Notre Dame, especially
The team
pro-
I'm watching this year and nobody's talking about is North Carolina. I want to see
what Bill Belichick does.
exactly.
Yeah,
And I'm glad I can watch the ACC games.
Yeah.
I'm really going to be watching. And he just
well,
named,
that's how they're going to play because of Bill Belichick. You know what I mean?
No. You got Clemson. Clemson still is still
Clemson ain't got the
ranked.
TV money that North Carolina just got.
Clemson is still
North Carolina just got a new TV contract, and Clemson is just about to go into negotiations either next year. It's not this year or next year. The ACC, yeah, bro. North Carolina just got a bunch of TV money dumped into their asses, independently and other. Yeah. For this college year, yeah, boosters done dumped money into North Carolina. That's
what I thought. They just added $120 million in the next 6 years for Clemson TV money.
Oh, okay. When would that happen?
It just literally happened.
Like when? No, is there a specific date? Because I know that ever since North Carolina announced that
Actually, check this out. They said once they added California,
Stanford,
and SMU, that's when it went up.
Well, SMU, you started seeing a big boost in SMU, seeing them on TV too.
Yeah.
And SMU is actually a pretty goddamn ball club. They're a football club. They're a pretty goddamn good ball club. Stanford needs to work. They need some work.
Well, the whole thing is they got a lot of, what do you call it? They got a lot of alumni that
That's
put into
what we're going to call them.
that are putting into the
That's
program.
what we're going to call them.
Like,
Alumni.
Go look at go look in the books and
They're
see what's
mob invested, bro. Their alumni is mob on paper. Let's just be real. Stanford, yeah, let's just be real. That's where the mob fathers want to send their goddamn daughters.
Okay, let me just give you a couple names: Tiger Woods, Reese
Mob.
Witherspoon, Sally Ride, Jennifer Connelly, John Steinbeck,
all
Chelsea
drug addicts.
Clinton, Elon Musk, John F. Kennedy, who's dead, Sigourney Weaver,
All
Herbert
drug
Hoover,
addicts.
John McEnroe,
All
Bill
drug
Knight,
addicts.
Robin.
So Stanford is your connection to the drug addiction.
John Elway.
Drug addict. I'm just saying. Once you mentioned Reese Witherspoon, it was done for me, bro.
Reese Witherspoon has never had a drug problem in her life, dude.
She had an alcohol problem.
Yes, alcohol is not drugs.
Leave it to
different.
society. It's both one and the same.
They'll say it's a lead. What do they call it? A gateway.
Gateway.
Yeah. Gateway.
Yeah. So it's all one and the same. Fuck out of here.
But that's in the lighter shade of society.
The lighter shade of brown, right?
We all brown,
Yeah, we all. We got different shades.
or as they say in the military, we're all green, which I couldn't understand that one. I ain't spoiled.
I fucking understood that shit, and
I understood it, but I hated it.
I hate saying that shit. I hate hearing that shit now, bro.
You know what I used to say? I was like, I'm not spoiled.
No, bro. Because the thing about it,
When you
is
see
like,
something green, it's either lettuce or it's spoiled. I ain't either one.
or a white person turning green because they sick.
Spoiled.
But y'all call us colored folks. Either way, yeah. So not only that, we got an interesting football season coming up, both professional and college. But right after that, they shortened up the NBA preseason too. So we getting the start of the NBA preseason in mid-October this year.
They did that because nobody watches them fucking games.
But they're not extending the season. But I think what they're doing is they're laying off of back-to-backs.
They're still having some of the back-to-back.
Not as many.
But
Yeah,
what they're
exactly.
doing is because it's 82 games, so they can't get rid of 82 games.
They can't.
They're going to shorten the preseason, which I like that. I get that because half the stars not playing the preseason anyway. And then now that gives them opportunity. Now you may get
Your preseason is the summer league.
Well, not only that, but here's the thing. When you look at it like this, when you look at the NBA, now that makes your superstars at the end of the season, when the playoffs are on the line, now we're going to see some really damn games.
So what's hotter right now, W or NBA?
Oh, it's the W by far. It's the W by far.
Even when it comes to playoffs?
It's the W by far, unfortunately.
Here's my contradiction to you. As
There's no
far as regular season goes, I'm with you. The W, all off top. Playoff basketball still goes to the NBA.
Nope.
in my opinion.
Sure doesn't. Why do you think Silver's struggling right now? The one thing I'll tell you, it started at the All-Star break, which you tried to deny, but it was all in writing, he came out and said, our ratings are considerably down this year.
Because nobody watched the NBA season until after All-Star break, and that's been all the past 5 years.
I wish that was true. At the end of the season, they asked him again, everything was down this year. However, we had a great year competitively, but people were just not watching the game. Out of Adam Silver's mouth. Come the playoffs, first round was down. Second round was down. The only time it spiked a little bit was the Eastern Conference Finals with the Knicks and the Pacers. And then also on the Western Conference Finals. That's the only time it spiked. The finals themselves, there was not much ratings in that because it was two small market teams. Be though as it may, if you don't want to believe it. Now, that's in the U.S. However, in Canada, they had a spike. Why? Because they was watching SGA. That was your spike for the NBA. But Adam Silver himself said we have to do something to make changes because people are not watching the game.
Honestly,
like they used to.
I'm going to tell you like this. They need to make the game more competitive. And when I say that from the NBA aspect,
they've already done that. Remember, they got rid of the super teams.
Well, it's not even about the teams. I don't have a problem with the super teams. What I have a problem with is the gameplay. The quality of gameplay. Because at the end of the day, the game is played too soft. I would rather take a super team right now that played early 90s basketball. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not early 90s and prior to. Now, when you got to 97, 98 and everything like that, shit started changing or whatever case may be, right? But there was no super teams in the early 90s. Hell, Charles Barkley had an opportunity to play with Jordan, and he said, I would rather play against that man.
No, that's not how that happened. That's not how that happened. You misquoted that like a motherfucker. They asked Jordan, and he was like, no, Charles is one of my best friends. But I don't want to team with him. That's
he got to earn it.
He's like, you got to do like I do.
You know
Blood, sweat, and tears.
And the thing about it, there wasn't no big ass free agency back in the day like what they got today, right? Like the gameplay and the politics of basketball nowadays, I wish that they would get rid of and go back to that mid 90s and beyond. Like, let's get back to basketball. I'll take the motherfucking 70s Celtics going into the the bad boy Pistons. And
80 Celtics?
No, I'm saying 79 Celtics going into the 80 Celtics. And with the 80s motherfucking
so you just
Lakers.
Over the whole Lakers.
No, I just
the
80s Lakers was a better Lakers team than the 70s Lakers. More dominant. They were more dominant in my opinion. Boston back in the 70s were more dominant in that decade than the Lakers was in the 80s. Late 70s going into the 80s. That's just my personal opinion. But you take all of that, right? You take all of that and skip out all the bullshit and just keep that game in play. I want to see that. Earn your bucket. I hate playing 2K and motherfucking get you know what I mean? I hate that shit, bro. Earn that shit.
Now here's the thing. So
I'd rather play NBA Live than 2K right now.
What I'm stuck on right now is that you just said there were no super teams in the 90s. So now, if you look at the super team, it says 3 or more all-stars on your team. So let's look at the Bulls. Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan. Now, wait, I'm not done.
I wasn't talking about that.
I know. I just baited you.
Yeah.
You understand? I just baited you.
Yeah.
You want to go early 90s? Horace Grant was an all-star. If you don't go back and look at it. Scottie Pippen still. And again, Michael Jordan.
And John Paxson and B.J. Armstrong.
And y'all, you know what's funny? Everybody always mentions that. But the one thing that I think people disrespect is Craig Hodges. When they mention those early 90s, the 90s, but they do not mention Craig Hodges.
Hodges was good in his role. He was a great role player for the Bulls.
Ask Jordan, who was one of his favorite.
Because he loved to hassle the fuck out of him.
No, he couldn't hassle him. It was the fact that he didn't put up with shit, but he knew he could play defense. He can count him, hit the shot when he needed to.
Hodges was that rebounder. Hodges
was not a rebounder. He's a 3-point shooter. What the hell are you talking about? Go back and look. One of the second highest 3-point shooting percentage of all time. It belongs to who? Craig Hodges. Number 1, Tim Legler. Won a 3-point shooting contest how many times? At least 2 to 3 times.
But that was early, Jordan. But see, that was early, Jordan. Jordan at that time.
I didn't say Jordan. That's what I'm talking about. Hodges. We're talking
No,
about Hodges.
I'm talking about Hodges though. But what Jordan at that time mentally did not respect the game of Hodges as much as what I thought he should, because Jordan at that time, that was before pre-Paxton, right? So at that time, Jordan was getting scoring titles and all this other shit. He wasn't like, what was it? Phil Jackson was the assistant coach of the Bulls at that time.
He wasn't assistant coach. He wasn't even on.
Doug Collins was the
Doug
coach.
Collins was the coach.
But Phil Jackson was the assistant coach of the Bulls, bro. Before he became head coach, Phil Jackson was the assistant coach. Look it up. I promise you. Because at the end of the day, after Doug Collins left, Phil Jackson came in and started the triangle offense.
Also played coaching the CBA, assistant coach for the Bulls.
Told you.
Before takeover is 1989.
After Doug Collins. Correct. So at that time, Phil Jackson saw.
Wait, y'all. Let's give him a hand. He got one thing right today. Okay, go ahead.
So at that time, Phil Jackson was already trying to implement the triangle. Doug Collins didn't want.
Now you're reaching. Now you're fucking reaching.
This is going off of based of the last what was it, the document, the 30 for 30. You know what I mean? Phil Jackson even said this after Doug Collins came in, because Doug Collins did not want to implement the triangle offense. What's his name? The GM, the fat motherfucker. What was his name? The white dude.
Krause.
Jerry Krause. He teamed up with Phil Jackson and was trying to implement that because they were trying, because everybody was talking about Jordan can score. He got the scoring title. He got this, but he can't win a championship because he's not playing team ball.
That story?
Yeah.
You sticking with that story?
Yeah.
You really gonna stick with that?
That's what they're saying.
Who is that? Because I know the actual story, so I know you're totally off.
Well,
here's what
I'm
happened.
going off of the last six, the final six, or whatever it is that they talking about on the documentary. That's where I'm getting all this shit from.
Here's the actual truth of what you're trying to say that is based totally wrong. Jordan always loved Doug Collins because whatever he wanted to do,
he didn't want to play for Phil.
No, it wasn't about not playing for Phil. Again, you're jumping the gun. Whatever Collins wanted, Collins let Jordan have free reign on what he wanted to do.
Correct.
Then when it came down to bringing in Oakley, Collins was on board because Jordan wanted it. Correct. Everybody else wasn't.
Correct.
So they got rid of him. And then what ended up happening, Collins started doing shit on the side, little snide comments in the interviews. That's why Krause said you had to go. But before they did that, Phil, because they went to hire Phil Jackson as the head coach.
And Jordan.
There was no Pippen yet. Pippen didn't get hired.
No, you're right. There
was no Pippen yet.
You're right.
Phil brought Jordan in, had a conversation with him. And then Jordan was on board. They let Collins go.
At first, Jordan was hesitant because he was all like,
Collins is his boy.
If you rolling with the triangle, you taking the ball out my hands. That's what he said. That's what he said on the 30 for 30.
It wasn't about the triangle.
He understood. He was all like, he understood what was going on. So he's like, okay, we going into a transition. I'm going to roll with it, right? Phil came in, and then maybe it was the first or second year after Phil came in, Scotty came in. And they started running that triangle like it was nothing. Then Paxton came in, and Paxton outshined fucking Hodges. That was the problem. Paxton came in to start hitting clutch shots over Collins. I think Collins was a veteran at that time. Early 90s, Hodges was a veteran, right? 92, 93. Veteran, right?
Craig Hodges?
Yeah. Craig Hodges, he was a veteran at that time because Paxton was just coming in because Paxton got drafted with B.J. Armstrong to the Bulls. It was the 92 season. I think he was a veteran at that time. The point of what I'm trying to make is that motherfucking Paxton started hitting motherfucking outshining Hodges. Hodges, in the early starts of Michael's career, was clutch. I just wish that Jordan utilized them in the playoffs, especially during the series, the Eastern Conference Finals, with the Magic.
He won 3-point shooting contest 3 times in a row. Only player for Larry Bird. Played in the NBA 10 times. Led the NBA in 3-point shooting 3 times.
And that year that the Bulls played Orlando in the Eastern Conference Finals, but Orlando won.
Drafted 1982 in the 3rd round.
He was 82.
By the Clippers.
Okay. So 90, he was already 10 years in.
88 to 92, he played with the Bulls.
Correct.
After
92, that was it.
He played overseas.
Mm-hmm.
In Germany, it looks like.
So what was the year that the Bulls went to the Eastern Conference against Orlando and they lost? Because that was Shaq's first or second year. And they lost. Or no. I'm mistaken. I'm so mistaken. Because Shaq came later. They went against was it the Pistons?
Okay, which one are you talking about?
No, because Shaq didn't get drafted until 94, right?
That was 96 when they played against Jordan.
Okay. For these, so before that, it had to be the Pistons because they went back to back. Pistons won one year, and then the Bulls won the other year, and the Pistons walked off the court before the game ended. You remember that shit? Yeah, I think Craig Hodges was on that team. But I think that's the year that they lost against the Lakers.
Who?
The Bulls. Then the Bulls played the Lakers.
They never lost in the finals with Jordan. Where do you get?
So they lost in the Eastern Conference to somebody but they didn't get to the finals until motherfucking 91, 92? And then they won that.
Yeah, the first 3.
Yeah, the first 3-peat. Because in 92, 93, they went against the Suns. Craig Hodges was on the team where they went against either it was the fucking Pistons or the Celtics. And Craig Hodges had a hell of a game, but the Bulls still lost. And they wanted to put that loss on Jordan.
I think it's 1991. They're showing me here that they played them, but it's not the plot. Here it is. 91 Eastern Conference Finals, Pistons Bulls.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. I know I'm what I'm talking about. I just can't remember what year it is. Craig Hodges was on that motherfucking squad.
He was not. Oh, he was on the Pistons, right? I was like, wait.
Dennis Rodman, yeah.
Yeah, they swept the Bulls.
Yeah.
No, the Bulls swept them. Sorry, the Bulls swept them 4-0.
In the Eastern Conference Finals?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first year that they won the championship there. Okay. Craig Hodges wasn't on that team.
Yeah, he was. He was on 88 to 92. I think you are thinking about the previous year.
Okay.
I think that sounds about right for the previous year.
So that was 91 then. So I'm talking about 89, 90. Because Craig Hodges had one hell of a fucking playoff career, and they still lost. Craig Hodges, 89, 90. Yep. But anyway, we talking about all that. Let's talk about this current season, right? Everybody wants to.
Actually, let's talk about it. Let's actually stay with the Bulls. Congratulations on.
They had a good draft this year.
Well, I'm not even talking about the draft. Derrick Rose getting his number retired. That's huge.
Yeah, that is.
Homegrown kid.
Even though you fucked that boy up, y'all deserve.
No. They didn't fuck him up.
Tom Thibodeau
screwed him up.
Yeah.
And that's why people are talking about why the Knicks get rid of Tom Thibodeau, because the writing was on the wall.
Tom Thibodeau fucked Derrick Rose's career.
The thing is, Tom Thibodeau has a reputation. Unfortunately, he will never get rid of that stigma that he runs his stars to the ground. No matter what he changes, no matter what he does, he has that stigma.
That's why the Knicks didn't make it this year.
The Knicks were fine, cardio-wise and everything like that, but they had a lot of injuries on that team
because of Tom Thibodeau running them.
So I have a stress fracture. That's because of Tom Thibodeau.
If you ain't trained right.
If I separate my shoulder, that's because of Tom Thibodeau?
No, that's not. That's not. That's you bumping uglies with motherfucker. You just got the wrong end of the stick, bro. Like
No Diddy.
Yeah. Fuck. God damn it.
You had to say that. But so looking at it, what it is, Tom Thibodeau just has that reputation. He'll never shake it. I know what's funny is here's funny. I don't know if you heard this rumor. There was rumors that they were secretly going to try and bring Don Staley in to coach the Knicks.
I heard that. I told you about that. I'm like,
you did not tell me,
bro. I'm like, because at the end of the day, when they got rid of Tom Thibodeau, I'm like, I can see Don Staley. Better yet, I can see what's his name? What's the coach? Fuck. I can't think of his name right now. It was Don Staley and somebody else that I was hearing about. What the fuck is his name? It's gonna bug me. And I really wish the dude got it, but because I knew Don Staley wasn't gonna take the next shot.
Well, they never offered it to her. She said if they would have offered it to her, hands down, she would have taken it.
Really?
She said that. Hands down, she would not have turned that away.
I thought they talked to the agent, and the agent said
didn't.
no, she wouldn't be interested.
They never talked to her.
Wow.
Go back and look up the Don Staley interview. She said if that had been offered to her, she would have never turned it down.
Okay, yeah, because
can you imagine her in New York?
Dude, that would have. Hey, what was the movie with Whoopi Goldberg and the Knicks? What was that movie?
That's what I thought about.
Hey,
yeah,
bro.
When she coached the Knicks.
Yeah, that shit would have been crazy.
And the thing is, everybody loves Don, and it would have. Yeah,
I would have got on the Knicks bandwagon for that.
I wouldn't have got on the bandwagon, but I would root for him.
I would have got. Well, that's what I'm saying. I would have got on the bandwagon, right? Because I do root for the Knicks, right? I said this last year. I wanted to see the Knicks versus
shit.
Indiana.
You know what popped in my head? You know what? I shouldn't. I don't want to go there with this.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Who's the owner of the Knicks?
A white man?
But no. What is this big?
I don't fucking know.
So y'all remember, he had a bunch of issues with black people, his employees, not paying them right, not doing all kinds of stuff.
Clippers.
No,
we fired him.
No, he had a problem with Magic Johnson hanging out with his ex-wife or his wife or whatever. That's what he had a problem with. But he loved Magic, but he hated Magic. But anyway, the New York Knicks owner, because he owns the MSG.
It's Gibbon Gabbis. What you talking about? It's Gibbon Gabbis, man.
Now, I'm gonna put you on something. Imagine Don Staley becoming coach of the Knicks, and he don't like.
You don't like Pete?
I don't know if you like Pete or not.
Well, I'm just saying you're wearing the shirt.
You're wearing the shirt. Is he pushing Pete? I mean, is he? He don't like it. Is he pushing it? You gotta think about it. I mean, what it is. I mean, now the owner is fine. Take that back. The owner owns MSG. Now, to think about what I'm getting to, y'all, just to make it long story short, if Dawn Staley, a strong black female who is at the top of the coaching game, regardless of what happened last year, she's still one of the top. If the WNBA come calling, she probably wouldn't go. But if the NBA come calling, she'll go.
Time out. Paige, I got tickets for the show for you and your husband. Just show up.
I already know that. But
they didn't hear it from me.
Anyway, back to your schedule corporation. So if she would have gotten
the Gabby Gibbers,
the MSG,
yeah,
no MSG,
the MSG,
but the MSG, but the MSG. If she would have gotten that job before,
when you show up with MSG in your system, bro, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Now, here's the thing: is if she would have got that over Becky Hammond getting San Antonio, oh hell, it would have hell to pay. Because you know them boys, them good old boys would have had a fit. Remember, Becky Hammond was supposed to be the heir to the Spurs. Then she went to coach the WNBA. I can't wait that long. And now look, this year, where's Pop? He's now the general manager.
Look,
you should have just waited.
Look, the NBA has its first black female coach.
First female, either.
First female coach, but let it be somebody of color. Them motherfuckers gonna go
They lose shit. And the thing is, and what happens if they make it to the finals? Not win it, but make it.
Well, let's talk about the W and look at what Golden State's doing. Golden State got a new team this year.
Yeah, the Valkyries.
The Valkyries.
The dumbest name in the world.
But they playoff bound, and they are favorite to take the West right now, bro.
Well, the thing is, WNBA doesn't have enough teams. It's kind of like saying the Celtics of the 1950s. Oh, they're going to the finals.
No,
where you only had to beat 3 teams to get there.
Man, but you got Phoenix, you got Vegas, you got Minnesota.
Vegas is sorry this year.
They
got. Here's funny,
but they're still
they got rid of what's her name? Straight to LA, and they suck. That shows me how much she really meant to that team.
Seattle is coming up too. Seattle, they coming up. Seattle Storm, they got a squad right now.
Well, they've always had a squad. If you think about
Connecticut is on the East is doing something.
Well, Connecticut about to be Boston.
New York, yeah, that too, right? They gonna call them the Boston Boston Sun. Nigga, don't you got a newspaper called the Boston Sun? I'm just saying.
Well, no, I think they're going to change. They're going to be something off the Celtics. Maybe the.
Don't go there. Anyway,
I can't even think of nothing. What's the opposite of a Celtic? What's a female Celtic? I gotta look it up.
Rainbow. Anyway,
is it?
No.
Is it? Wait, now you got me. Now I gotta look it up.
Oh, I'm tired. Oh shit. Fuck. What are we doing?
Aisling, Deirdre, Beata. There's a lot of cool names.
Yeah, they're all Irish.
Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be Irish. I know that. I'm just trying to find out what the. God damn. Orla.
Don't you
Boston
dare.
Orla.
Don't you dare call it an Orla.
That's what it is. Boston Orla. That's the easiest one to say. Out of all these, what's the easiest one to say?
Your mama.
That what it is? Boston, your mama. What you say? What you say to me?
Boston like to fight. You might as well call them your mamas because 9 times out of 10 the women is mamas. So there you go.
That'd be hilarious,
bro.
That'd be worse than the brawl,
bro. The Boston you mamas is playing the Phoenix Mercury.
No, Boston you're playing the Golden State Valkyries. Wait, what you call us? Your mama Valkyries? Your mama's versus Valkyries.
I'm done. The show's over. Oh shit. We can't.
Thanks for tuning into the You Mama's versus Valkyries.
Oh shit.
Hey, Mom, You Mama's playing. What you call me? No, Ma, You Mama's playing. My mother's on TV. What is she playing?
No, the basketball team is on. Oh.
Mark, come here.
Hey, and they all dressed like fucking Joanna Men mixed with Big Mama House. Like they got.
You know what?
Hey, yo.
WNBA. So did you hear? I can't remember. All right, the girl that hurt Sophie Cunningham tried to hurt Angel Reese, hurt Caitlin Clark. They're trying to kick her out of the WNBA. It's about time. They waited too late.
Well, Sophie Cunningham is one of my favorite players on the WNBA.
She was until she got hurt. She's out for the rest of the year.
Well, that's because her meal ticket done traded her. You remember Sophie Cunningham?
Yeah, she used to be at Phoenix, but she's in Indiana and doing great out there. But she's
doing great in Indiana. But the reason why Phoenix traded her because she got into a scandal with the motherfucking GM of the Mercury. You know what I mean? So they felt it best to separate ties, and they sent her to Indiana. Which she's thriving. She's one of my motherfucking favorite players on the WNBA. I swear to God, she is.
And she plays basic fundamentals. And
the thing about it, she got ball. The problem that I have with motherfucking Caitlin Clark, and I'm going to be real with you. Now that Paige Buckner is in the league, I'm a Paige fan over a Caitlin Clark fan. The reason why. I don't like Caitlin Clark's attitude. She acts like a bully on the court sometimes.
No, I'm talking about she acts like anytime a call doesn't go her way.
She acts like a bully. And then when the call don't go her way, she start talking shit and motherfuckers be all up in her face and she want to play victim. Nah, bitch. You gonna catch this ass whooping.
Oh, I'm supposed to debate that?
I thought you were.
Okay, so let me debate it. So the thing is, she brought hope where
hope wasn't there. Oh, did I say that? My bad.
Bingo. I don't doubt her skill. She's a hell of a player.
Hell of a player.
But baiting for calls, you haven't been in the league long enough. Now this year, you spent more than half the year out
on the bench.
And the WNBA is still thriving. And people, what's funny? And people kept saying, "Oh, well, she's hurt."
And then they want to throw Angel Reese under the bus because she made the cover of 2026 NBA 2K.
Well, Miss Me Bound, I can understand. Not happy.
I do like what NBA 2K26 is doing this year. I'm a pre-order. I like the intergender.
What do you? I'm lost. What the hell?
So with 2K26 now, you can make your my team intergender. So you can have women and men on the same team. Yeah, bro.
So you're talking about in an NBA game, you can have women and men?
Correct.
What the heck?
I love it.
I'm not getting it.
Because there's certain women that's more dominant than men in the post right now. I'm just saying.
Put that in real life. I like to see it. I'm not getting it. I was disappointed with last year's. I'm definitely not getting this year's.
Okay.
I was totally disappointed. The NBA 2K has turned into what the league is. Bunch of 3-point shooting.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like. Like I do like it because I can shoot threes as my player, like a motherfucker, right?
But that right there is a problem.
But at the same time,
You're a rookie. You hit 3 pointers.
What I don't like about NBA 2K is that even in your career mode, right? It's not challenging.
It never has been. It never has been to me. The only challenging I was playing online, and I'm like, what the hell did you do to your player to get them at 97?
That part in 2 months.
And yeah, exactly. The game just came out.
How
much money did you spend?
You're not playing it that
What Mama's American Express you got on
that
the
part,
thing?
exactly.
Download stuff.
And you're on the Wall of Fame already.
Yeah.
The game is just 2 months out. No, not possible. How much money did? Yeah.
How much your mama?
I do hate that shit. I hate that shit.
And then the thing is, what they don't do, they don't put you in tiers. Like, so say for instance, I downloaded a game yesterday and I go create a player and I want to go play in the league. All of a sudden, I'm playing somebody that's been playing for 2 months. I just downloaded the fucking game.
Look, I like what WWE 2K did this year. They do that. They do it in tiers.
That's where I got the idea. That's exactly where I got the idea.
You create your my player and you go through your my career or whatever. And even online, right? You're in players of your category, right? As you build your points and you build your player,
Go to the next tier.
Exactly.
Now, here's another thing I want to say. You know what other game is very similar to that?
Baseball.
And another one. Undisputed. Because you can't just go challenge the top fighter if you have no experience. They make you like, no. You got to build your fighter to go do that. And I like that because the whole thing is you wouldn't have Shakur Stevenson challenging.
I would like Shakur Stevenson to be on the game, but he's not.
Well, did you hear the new update, Teofimo?
I got the update.
So you saw that with
I'm gonna
Teofimo.
fuck his ass up. I want to fuck his ass up. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna set up a campaign to where we talking shit to each other. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go in the ring in Atlantis, not the WBC arena. I'm gonna go in Atlantis. I'm gonna beat his ass in the water, and I'm gonna whoop.
So yesterday I was playing the game. And I was fighting in Atlantis. I almost got my ass whooped because I'm looking around like, what the hell is that? Oh shit! I'm still playing.
Hey, I love that Atlantis arena,
like,
bro.
It throws me off.
I
I'm like,
love
what
that.
is this?
When I hit him with a 2-piece combo and he go down, I see a whale fly by, nigga. Yeah.
A blue whale going like this.
He gone.
That's what got me.
Nigga.
That was I threw a jab and I'm like,
night.
And I turned my eye. I'm like, what? The boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna knock me out. But you know what? And I will tell people this. People have to complain.
I just want Undisputed to update some new arenas.
I think after they got to sign more licenses to get more arenas.
Yeah, they do.
That's all it is.
They do.
Because I think
I'm tired of fighting outside. I'm tired of fighting in WBC. I'm tired of fighting in Contrail Hall. I'm tired of fighting all that.
And what is it? The Riyadh season ring?
Yeah, Riyadh season and Kingdom and all that. Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We don't usually do video game reviews. But go get
We're having
Undisputed.
a free fall press if y'all haven't noticed today, right?
Go get Undisputed. If you are a boxing fan, go get Undisputed.
Tune in next week. We're gonna talk about some serious shit. If you want to talk about
this is serious, man.
No, man.
Go buy Undisputed. I'm telling you right now.
Rest in peace to the family and all the families out in Maryville.
Well, not in Maryville. Like we just had something happen this morning.
Yeah, the Catholic schools.
Like, and it was perfectly timed when they had mass.
That part.
I
But
said, I shouldn't have said
No.
perfectly timed, but
it was
y'all know what I mean. It was.
No, I'm saying Maryville High School because I went to Maryville and I know what goes on at Maryville and shit
Doesn't
like
stay at
that.
Maryville.
But it happens at all schools, but this shit hit close to home for me. So prayers out and salute out to all the Maryville families that's dealing with the shit from Maryville High School. It wasn't called for. As a Maryville vet, we have rules. There's regulations to the shit. Even when we did shit in school, you know what I mean? It's not shit like that. It's not shit like that. A young person lost their life. They were unalive.
Regardless of what caused it.
Just gave his life to the system. He's done.
You want to say gave his life to Christ?
He gave his life to the system. Like he's charged as an adult, and they got him dead to rights. He's going away for the rest of his life. So there's like hundreds of families that's impacted by this event because there's kids right now that don't even want to go back to Maryville because they witnessed that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's not even that. Here's the thing that got me was so Maryville. I'm going to talk about this. I can't. I'm a parent that's a child in Phoenix Unified School District, which Maryville is a part of. They just put advanced weapon detection systems, i.e., the same thing you walk through at TSA. They have them installed.
Metal detectors.
Yeah, they have them installed at all the schools.
Look, they was petitioning for metal detectors back in '96, and we voted against that shit.
Again, they got them in these schools. Now, apparently, there's an upgrade they have to buy, so you can't bring a knife through the metal detector. Why am I mentioning that? You want to tell me why I'm mentioning that?
Because he had a pocket knife and stabbed the fuck out of him for a pocket knife.
So you sell false security to the parents. Yeah. Phoenix Unified School District. Yeah. Matter of fact, we might tag you in this video later. You are selling false security to the kids and the families. If somebody can bring in a freaking pocket knife, get the upgrade, because guess what? You probably got a lawsuit coming. Multiple lawsuits, if possible.
Not only that, but your metal detectors don't work because after a search of the school, Phoenix PD confiscated 3 firearms out of people's lockers. First of all, I didn't even think Maryville had lockers anymore. I don't even think any school got lockers anymore.
I don't know how true that is. I've never even seen an article on it.
Yeah. I've seen an article. Yeah, and the thing about it is like, look, it's crazy.
But they go to the parents.
You got somebody that got beef in the streets with somebody, and they take it to school. Like I said, back in the day, we had rules and regulations. We didn't do shit in school. Why? Because we didn't want to get in trouble. Not to mention there's civilians there, right? Second of all, if you steal a gun from somebody and you stole a gun because the motherfucker that you stole a gun from was trying to kill you, then you being the person that was trying to kill the motherfucker, you should have said, I might not need to kill this motherfucker. That should have been your first inclination, right? But then you want to take it to school, right? And not only take it to school, but bring a knife, pocket knife upon school. And based off parents that I've talked to, that I still know that they kids going to Maryville, they kids said, when they came into the hallway after first period, you saw a look in this man's eye that he knew exactly what he was going to do. And you wasn't going to stop. So that means that this man came out of class, out of first period, pulled out his pocket knife, flipped that bitch open, and went straight for your ass.
Well, apparently we're in the same class. So, I don't know. I've got an opinion on that, but I'm not going to go there with that. Because, one, what I have to say is one of those things that you need to think about as a parent. Y'all got decisions to make. Everything's difficult. Every decision you make is going to be difficult in your life,
especially now. Especially now.
Depending, do I homeschool them? Do I send them to school? What school do I send them to? Is it safe? Honestly, you got to do like the old saints should do. Get on your knees and fucking pray. Yeah, it kind of sounds vulgar, but that's what you need to do. Your kids have to learn how to cope in this world. You can't shelter them from everything. You need to let them learn how to do things, but be there to catch them if they fall. However, if there is a problem, you need to have your 2 ears and 1 mouth. Remember that. You have 2 ears to listen. When you're listening, you shouldn't be speaking. Because if your kid comes to you with something, that means they need to talk to you. They need to have your opinion. Don't be cutting them off when they're talking to you. Unless you're saying, oh, wait, can you stop? Can you repeat that again? I didn't catch it.
I ain't gonna lie. My youngest son now, he wake up in the morning, we sit back and we have coffee together and we talk in the morning. Before I take him to school, before I send him to school. Sometimes now he got people that pick him up. He got a social life. You know what I mean? So some days I might not have to take him to school. Some days, you know what I mean? He has friends pick him up.
You know why you texting me stupid shit?
Yeah, all day.
I'm not talking to my nephew.
All day. Yeah. So we sit back, have a cup of coffee, and we just sit and talk. My wife is bitter about that shit. Why? Because she working.
You know, they always get bitter, especially if they're in the common area and they want to talk. Like, what do you expect?
What are you chiming in for? This is us. Like, fuck out of here.
But at the same time, I don't care how old your kid is. Sometimes they do want to talk to you, but they don't know how.
Exactly.
You need to give them that safe space.
Exactly, because he'll come in my room and look at me and then pet the dog and then try to walk out, and I'll be like, "Son, is there something you want to talk about?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, so and so with this, that, and everything else." Like this morning, he was looking for because I had did my seasoning cabinet, right? So he walked in. Now me and him, like I said, we have coffee together, right? He didn't wake up in time. I had my coffee. He woke up late. So he was looking like, what the fuck going on? Because shit's different. So he come into the room and he painting the dogs and he about to walk out. And keep in mind, it's early in the morning before I take him to school. I'm like, well, something going on? He's like, well, yeah, where's the sugar? I said, it's in the pantry car. I said, all you had to do was come and talk to me. It was good. You know what I mean? He got his coffee and then he fucked up. He downed his coffee before he got, yeah. I'm like, you still had time to drink your coffee. You didn't have to down it. You know what I mean?
But the whole point of it is, now here's another thing. When you got a 2-parent household, it's very careful. Parents, do not try to pit the kid one against the other parent. When you say something, don't always point it as, oh, you can come talk to me.
Nope.
Especially when you got a spouse. Come talk to us.
Prime example, after he got out of school today, he had hit me up because he gets out of school earlier today. He was all like, well, my friend's going to take me to Dutch Brothers and I'm saying, yeah, you could go, but hit up your mom and ask her if she wants something.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? Boom. He brought her something and brought it home. They had a talk. They went over to Granny house.
Because here's the thing. When you start doing that, oh, come talk to me, say this to me, that means, well, I'll talk to you about it. That means I got to tell the other parent anything. And then guess what? The other parent doesn't find out and something goes wrong. What the hell?
Nip that shit in the butt right quick.
Nope. You don't do that. If you're supposed to be together and in unison as a what do I always say?
As a union.
As a union, but also what do I always say? As an empire. Then show that united front at all times. I don't care if you're mad at your spouse. Still show the united front to the kids. Because the kids see what's going on. They can feel what's going on. And matter of fact, they know what's going on because they can hear what's being said or what's not being said. It's very important to show a united front. And then discuss in private. Or if there's nothing to be discussed, or just tell the other one, hey, I told so-and-so this so you're aware. It shouldn't come down to, well, oh, I thought Mom told you. Oh, I thought Dad told you. Or
Nope.
you know, wait,
That don't go
why
in
should
my
they be
house.
telling me?
That shit don't go.
You should have had a conversation with the both of us.
Yeah, that shit don't go. In my house.
That's never a good thing because if anything goes wrong, well, one parent knows the other one, and guess what? If the other parent gets the phone call, I didn't know anything about this.
That part. And now you're pinning.
Now I got to call the other parent and say the other parent can't pick up.
You're pinning husband against wife. Nope, not doing that in my household. Anyway, until next week, folks.
Oh man, we went over. Y'all owe us 5 minutes.
Kobe, we love you. All right.
Mama mentality. They owe us 5 minutes. They don't owe us 5 minutes.
No,
Somebody owes us 5 minutes.
you or yourself.
Oh, let me call somebody. Somebody gonna give me 5 minutes.
You, yourself, and you.
It's both. I thought I heard a storm again.
Oh, damn.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?